I think that we think in stories. We frame the world in stories. We see in stories. And this is partly why, for example, our eyes are adapted with the whites of our eyes so that other people can see our eyes. It's really important for us to see other people's eyes because we can see where they're pointing their eyes. And if we can see where they're pointing their eyes, we can see what they're interested in. We can see what they value, and we can instantly infer their motivation. And that makes them predictable.
People will try to convince you that you should keep your empathy out of your career. Don't let that noise knock you off course. I found that my life got bigger when I stopped caring what other people thought about me. Yours will too. Stay focused on what really matters.
Don't listen to people that are going to tell you that you can't do it. Don't listen to haters, don't listen to naysayers, don't listen to people that give you advice that tell you to slow down or you shouldn't do it or you can't do it or time's not right or any of those other things. Those are dream stealers. They were sent to you to see if you'll overcome them. They were sent to you to test your resiliency. And if you can overcome that, if you just discard all of that stuff and you get clear on those other things, you've got a really good chance of doing something great with your life. And just remember what you were put here to do. You're not a mistake. You're not here by an accident. You were born to do something great with your life. You were born to make a difference with your life. This is a fact.
That the opinions of others are not a reflection of you or your work. They are simply part of a beautiful process. I can promise you that tomorrow the sun will rise. I can promise you that 2 and 2 will give you 4. And I can promise you that anything worthwhile in life will have its doubters, its haters, and its cynics. You will have people who want to pull you down before you begin the climb. But they are not the problem, nor the tragedy. Their existence is guaranteed. Oh, they'll be there. The tragedy is letting them misdirect your journey, giving them control of a battle that is not theirs to take.
I was always afraid of people not wanting to, like when you get beat as bad as I did, I lied all the time. I wanted to be accepted and loved and all that shit that I created about 50 people. Whatever you like, I like. Just if you would be my friend, just be my friend. And that's where we get lost in life.
Your perception of the world as it unfolds before you. Your mind will either be your single greatest ally or the very reason that you fail. This is a battle between you and yourself.
People say that because they absolutely care what people think and it bothers them. So they say, I don't give a fuck. But that I don't give a fuck stuff is almost entirely nonsense. You do care, and you care in both ways. You care if people are critical of you, you care if people are positive of you, but you also care if people are living positive lives, and they're motivating you. That's a big one. People are fuel.
Someone else's comment is unlikely to bring you to a halt unless you value that comment.
You never figure out who you are. You never live up to your dreams, your ambition. You live up to what whoever is around you that you like so much, that you want to emulate and be like so much. You live their dreams. You lose your power. You lose your power. The ultimate power is owning yourself.
Don't listen to anyone. Everybody's scared. Everyone tells you how things worked out, but it worked out for you that way. So don't listen to anyone because their experience is unique to who they are. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then a lot of people will try to put their fears on you. You can't do that. No, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So they just projecting. They're putting things that they don't believe that they can do on you. My uncle said I never sold 1 million records. I sold 1 million records like 1 million times. So he was, I'm sure I'm his nephew. I know I don't think he meant any malice.
He wanted the best for you, but
he just was projecting his fears and things that, are you crazy? How are you going to do that? How? I'm sure there's things I do now that he can't believe that I was able to accomplish. But he couldn't even see it at the time. So he was just projecting, putting his fears on me. So the whole thing is just, and always believe you're great even before anybody else believes it.
You gotta draw the line a little bit earlier, but without going nuts. If I let you know that whatever you just said to me bothers me, bro, I can expect you to just keep getting after that thing until I snap. So you got to be careful.
Care about other people's opinions. That's what I think is the number one thing. And when you step outside and you do what you do, dress and live for yourself, for the satisfaction of yourself. A lot of people do that just so someone can tell them that they're pretty. But the person that you should be waiting to hear "I'm pretty" from is yourself.
When I look around, I always learn something, and that is to be always yourself. And to express yourself, to have faith in yourself. To express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself. And to express myself honestly. That, my friend, is very hard to do.
Give up because people told you no. Your attitude is, if I have to believe my whole life, I'm not going to stop believing. I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm not going to settle for mediocrity. I'm going to keep pursuing what was in my heart.
And ask ourselves, what do I really want? What do I really want? And write it down. Writing causes thinking. Thinking creates an image. And you get these images going, you're building a vision in your mind. It's the visionaries that's changed the world. Think of that.
That we forget it all starts from here. Everything starts from there. If you're not mentally ready, you're never really physically prepared. And that's where the preparation starts.
What would your life be like as you look toward the future if you decided, I'm not going to allow my fears to stop me? And I'm saying to you, whatever you got to do it, because if you don't, life is going to whoop you until you surrender. You have to bring about change, the miracle working power that you have within yourself to do the things that you want to do.
When you start to connect to your true nature, suddenly there's energy available for you to set a higher standard for what you want in your life. That's what this is really all about.
Your number one job is to become more of yourself and to grow yourself into the best of yourself.
Don't expect people to understand you. Don't expect it to make sense to anybody why you've got to do this, why you have got to go, why you leave. This is a good job. I'm going. They pay you well. I'm going. Why? I don't understand. You don't have to. I'm going for me. This is something I have got to do. How are you going to make it? I don't know, but I will. The universe responds to the man or woman that refuses to be denied, because that is your commitment.
There are too many people in your life who have left you. There are too many people in your life who have counted you out. There are too many people in your life who have whispered in your ear and said, you'll be worse off without them. Prove them wrong.
So when you're uncommon, get ready for the criticism. When you're uncommon, get ready for the opposition. When you're uncommon, get ready for the common people not to understand you. If I decided to experience the fear of rejection, the fear of no, the fear of people not liking me, what else is available? Of taking a chance, a fear of losing it all. What else is available to me? People are going to think you're crazy. You don't have nothing but lint in the corner of your pocket. You're out here talking about living your dream. And people laughing at you. And they're doubting you. It takes guts, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you, I believe in revenge like Frank Sinatra. He said the best revenge is massive success.